Hey guys, it's Miss Emma. This is my last video, so I thought that we would do something a little fun and easy for our demonstration. So today we're gonna be forming a tornado in a bottle. It's super easy and fun. It'll just kind of remind us what we learned about tornadoes when we were learning about weather. So since we've talked about weather before, I just thought like this would be something that we would enjoy. So if you remember, tornadoes can happen at any time of the year, but in North America, they are most common in the months of May and June. This is because this is the time when the conditions of the atmosphere are most fitting for a tornado to form. So if you remember, a tornado is a rotating column of air that extends between the Earth's surface and a cloud. So tornadoes can be very violent, even though most of them last less than 10 minutes, which doesn't seem like a long time, but if you see like stuff on the news, you can see that they can actually cause a lot of damage. So tornadoes form when warm, humid air collides with cold, dry air. Cold air is more dense than warm air, if you remember. So when it is pushed over the warm air, this causes a thunderstorm sometimes. And then when the warm air actually pushes back up through the colder air, an updraft is formed. And this updraft will start to rotate faster and faster, and this is what starts the tornado. Then moist air is released, or the water droplets from the moist air is released, and that forms a funnel cloud that eventually grows and grows and grows to form the tornado. And it actually is not a tornado until that forming of the funnel cloud touches the ground. So then once it touches the ground, it's actually a full tornado. So now that we've covered a little bit about what tornadoes are, let's get started. Okay, so first I'm just gonna go over some of the materials that you'll need for this demonstration. So first you're gonna need a bottle. I just got a large water bottle. The bigger the bottle, it's probably gonna be a little bit better because you wanna be able to see the tornado forming in the middle. But if all you have is a smaller bottle, that's perfectly fine. Just wanna make sure it's clear. And then you're gonna need dish soap. So any kind is fine. You're just gonna need a few droplets of it, so not a big amount. And then finally, you're gonna need some glitter. So I just got some blue glitter. It was only like $1 from the store. And if you don't have the glitter and you still wanna do this, that's okay. The glitter just helps make the tornado more noticeable in the bottle, but it's still doable without the glitter. Okay, and for safety, this isn't like anything major, but you just wanna make sure you ask your parents' permission like always. And I'm gonna do mine over the sink. That way if there's a mess, I can just like rinse it out because we are gonna be using glitter. So if you don't wanna do it over the sink, just make sure you do it over like a paper towel or a regular towel, just something that makes the mess a little easier to clean up. Okay, so to start this demonstration, you're gonna wanna take your bottle and you're gonna wanna fill it up. You're gonna wanna fill it up about 3/4 of the way. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. All right, so see you've got my water about 3/4 of the way. I'm gonna pour a little bit out. Okay, now next I'm gonna add the glitter. All right, so you don't need a lot, and make sure, once again, you're doing this over something in case you make a mess, because we do not want glitter all over the place. All right, so I'm just pouring enough, that way we'll be able to see it when we form the tornado. And then next you're gonna need the dish soap. So with this, you just need a few droplets. I'm gonna add that real quick. Okay. And then once you do that, you're gonna put the lid back on. All right, and then you're gonna wanna turn the bottle upside down, and you're gonna hold it by the neck, and you're gonna start to rotate it. Now this might take some practice. I was doing this earlier, and it's kind of hard to keep the tornado going, but the more you spin it, the longer it's gonna stay. All right, so you can see a small one, so we're gonna keep going. All right, so you can see the vortex forming in the middle. I'm gonna do it one more time just so we can get a better look. All right, there we go. Okay, so when you're spinning the bottle in a circular motion, this creates the water vortex that makes it look like a mini tornado. The water is rapidly spinning around the center of the vortex due to the centripetal force. And if you remember, the centripetal force is the inward force directing an object or fluid such as water towards the center of its circular path. So that's what's causing the vortex. And then tornadoes aren't the only vortexes that are found in nature. So if you remember, other vortexes include hurricanes and water spouts, which are actually a tornado that forms over water. All right, so I hope you learned a little bit with this experiment. I know it was short and super easy, but it's just kind of a review of how tornadoes are formed, and I hope you enjoy the demonstration. I will see you guys later.